name is Daniel Nisley, and I was born in this area, not very far from Kalona, and I have lived here most of my life. My parents were Amish, and I was Amish until I was 25. In 1996, Kalona started doing a tour for people that come into the area. So when the opportunity began to have a tour guide, I applied for the job, and I've been doing Kalona Byways tours ever since. The Amish first moved here in 1846, the same year Iowa became a state. The first immigrants that came here were looking for a place where it's good farmland. They looked for certain trees to be growing on it. Those trees only grew on the richest soil. And so that was 4 miles west of the cheese factory, which is 4 miles north of Kalona. So 8 miles northwest of here is where the first ones chose their farms. And then eventually, in 1879, there was a coal mine west of here, and there was a rail line going from Iowa City through Riverside. And so they wanted to make a spur off of Riverside going west to that coal mine. Their engines were steam engines, and they needed to refill with water every 7 miles, not longer than 7 miles. And so they needed to make a stop in this area, but Richmond was 2 miles south of here, and the Richmond people were doing all they could to get the railroad to come through Richmond. Between Richmond and Riverside, the terrain was so to where the railroad people decided, no, we will not go through Richmond. And so they stayed north of the river and made a deal with Mr. Myers to put a depot on his land. And that was their 7-mile stop. And soon, from then on, the Amish people that lived close by made Kalona their place for buying their merchandise. And the railroad helped an awful lot because they could move product out of the area by rail, or they could buy things that came in on rail. So the railroad was very, very important, and very important to the Amish people as well as other people. I think the Amish people stayed with a work ethic. I think every immigrant that came here had a work ethic. One of the big draws of Kalona is we want to go out. We want to see the Amish stores. We want to see how they operate. And so we have a buggy shop, we have goat dairies, we have a place where they sell e-bikes, we have a big nursery, and we do have a bakery that is closed through January and February, and there's a lot of people that come from out of town that just can't hardly wait till they open up again in March. There's also many antique stores in Kalona. Many people love to go antique shopping, looking for a special little something that they are collecting. Most of the merchants know their customers. Many of them could probably get more money if they had a different job, but they like the camaraderie. They like the togetherness, the family atmosphere of Kalona. The love that I and other people have for Kalona is something that we invite any of you to come and experience Kalona. It's not just a visit, it's an experience. And of the many people I meet that come for the Byways tours, they just love it. They just say, oh, this is so special.